Hey. Thank you very much. Maybe let me start with tobacco. And tobacco will just be sold. There are no particular restrictions on it, unlike alcohol. Part of the reason is that the reason tobacco was banned was that if you are a smoker for quite some time and you go into and you get COVID as it is a respiratory, though it affects other diseases, but other organs, but it does go into the lungs and the respiratory tract. There was evidence that was coming from other countries that the smokers would tend to have a more serious disease, which would mean it will need more ICU beds and maybe need ventilators. That's one set of issues. But on the other hand, when you stop smoking, the results of stopping smoking do show pretty quickly. So your respiratory tract does improve quickly, and just your general well-being does improve. So that's why it was prohibited temporarily. But now that there are beds in hospital, there are ICU beds, there are also ventilators that are adequate should more people need them. That's why it had to be then allowed, and there are no restrictions. Of course, alcohol comes at a different level angle, because with alcohol, people drink, they drive, they fight, and we've seen literally how during lockdown, car accidents, trauma patients, trauma units were emptying when alcohol was not allowed. And we also saw when it was allowed how it went up. So to then just open completely stands a risk of the surge coming back and overwhelming the health service. That's why it was agreed that we start slowly with Monday to Thursday, 9 to 5, and also after the curfew, nobody sells alcohol. Let me also just explain this thing of the curfew. If you recall, when we brought back the curfew, it was from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. It was the restaurants that said that their workers and other people are not able to get home on time if it's 9. It was to accommodate them to bring it to 10. But the rest, the Minister of Tourism can explain. But I just want to remind ourselves that it moved from 9 to 10 to accommodate the restaurants. And I think it's important to still keep the curfew, especially because we're opening alcohol, to see how things go. Of course, when all is well, the curfew is also a temporary measure.